right.
Ryan Pearson here with Turn to Talk. I'm here with Jason Flory. Jason, It's good to see you.
What's going on, man?
On a Sunday afternoon, here we are. We're live.
Sunday fun day.
Yeah, I tried to level up with a little bit better lighting.
Yeah, look at you, man.
Maybe get the camera stuff, hammered out. You look like a young man.
Yeah, thank you. I still can't see, but I can hear really well.
You can't see for anything because you haven't gotten new contacts.
That's true.
Hey, our guests are waiting in the green room.
Right.
I think they're knocking on the door again.
We better see who it is. Hey, come on in. There they are.
What's
You guys
happening,
hear us?
fellas? What's happening?
Good, man. How are you?
Good.
All right, we got audio fixed.
Yeah, we got Ron Miller and DJ Miller, the Miller Brothers modified racing team. What's up? What's going on, guys?
Just working away, getting ready to go racing whenever that happens.
Yeah, sometime in May.
If we can get Mother Nature to cooperate.
Yeah, they say you don't get to race till after you pay your taxes. So
See you in October.
Did you file your addendum?
I got an extension. Yeah.
I'm kind of glad we didn't race. It was too cold for me.
Yeah, that was, the cold was a factor, but honestly, and I won't dwell on it too much, but, the parking lot wasn't horrible. The pits was doable, but I've never had to track it. It had that steady rain. It just, I don't know. The track was horrible. I worked on it this afternoon because it's supposed to rain tomorrow and just trying to get it rolled back in so we can finally go. But we don't want to talk about all that drama. Listen, you guys are all we want to talk about, like the dynamic duo.
Perfect.
And, perfect. So, yeah, listen, you guys have been around a long time. Two of my people I would call good friends of mine. And, DJ, you and I raced against each other in the late models for sure. And then Ron comes along with this modified deal, and I didn't know him as well as I did you, DJ, but I guess is Elvis? Can we call him Elvis? Is that his nickname, right? Ron Miller's name is Elvis for Humphrey, right? Elvis?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll get into that in a little bit and figure out how that came about. But go ahead, Ryan. Let's lead this thing.
Guys, you talk about legacy. I put out a picture today, and it was one of DJ's raps. It's pretty cool. I thought it was really cool. And it's funny is I've deleted a whole bunch of my photos, and I go through my Google Photos, and found that. And so, tell me about your guys' family racing in the legacy and where it all began.
Hang on a minute. Ron's got to take a phone call.
It's my alarm. And my dad started racing. Our earliest memories of racing is back when we lived in California. And my dad raced figure 8 street stocks at Ascot Speedway. And so we were, 5, 6, 7, something like that. And then he got out of that, bought a boat. So we did that for a while, and then we moved out here to Ohio and moved on to the farm. And then time goes on. We both graduate high school. I go in the military. I come out in 1985 and somehow got involved in watching the races in 87, maybe, something like that. And then talked my dad into buying this old 72 Nova I found out in the pasture. and at first he was like, no, you don't want no race car, and I slowly talked him into it, and we raced that for a year, and the next year he got his own car. So we started racing, against each other, really. And we were in the back and passing each other, just having a good old time. Those were some of the best times in racing for me. Was back in when we first got started.
Pro stock.
Yeah, pro stock. So
Pro stock.
Somebody said they saw, watched your dad race down like a Muskingum and stuff. Where else did he race?
Well, Dad and I got the modified way back. He wanted to get into a class that was more like an economy class. And back then, when we got into racing at Muskingum, that was kind of economy class at the time. It was leaf spring cars, little 355 motors. And so we bought a modified, and him and I would race together. One week he would race, the next week I would race, and we'd pit for each other when the other one was racing. So that's kind of how we started going at Muskingum. That was when we very first started in the modified division, before Wayne County started running modifieds, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, Wayne County probably only ran modifieds. They had that open wheel shootout in September back in the day. And I remember that was the only time you really got to see modifieds. But
Yeah, our
Yes.
car number 185
Yeah.
comes from when our dad raced the figure eights back in Ascot. That's where
Figure
our
eights.
race car number came from back in the 60s when he raced there.
On that wrap you're talking about, Ryan, there's a picture of that old Ford he used to race there with the 185 on it.
Yeah, I was looking at it today, and you can see the old cars, and that is cool. That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, open helmet with his glasses on, and racing figure eights. I remember he had a big old long silver solid bar. He would stick that in the quarter panels and hit it with a big sledgehammer to straighten them out. And it was rough
Homemade
going,
porter
but
power.
that's how they did it. They'd get their motors from the junkyard.
Yeah. Boy, we've come a long ways, haven't we? We still use the big bar to smash the quarter panel out, though. But the old junkyard engines probably know so much. But so, DJ, you started racing before Ron, right? We good on that? You started racing first?
I think so, yeah, maybe a year or two before he did, yeah.
Year or two? Okay, yeah. So, why did you go late model racing and Ron, you go modified racing? Was there a reason or just preference?
I went late model racing because the pro stock division was kind of going away. So you either had to go up or down, so
Yeah.
ended up going up.
No, up. Ron?
We went modified racing because, we wanted to get into the economy class. My dad.
Yeah.
So we, late model's never been an economy class really. So
No.
we got
modified
that
really isn't
modified. It was
no
a
more.
used modified, it was an old Ellis chassis, and we got that and got started doing that. And back then when we first started, it was a economy class. It was like a 500 claimer, $500 claimer. Like I said, leaf spring cars. That's before 4-bar cars started coming out.
No, for
So
sure. Leaf spring
and then
or
the
model
class
leaf?
just went up and up and up from there.
Yeah. You still think modifieds is the economy class?
Oh yeah, it's definitely economy class, all right. For
Yeah.
the rich.
Yeah. You got to put stone on people's houses to afford to go racing.
Yeah, that's right. Even the track owners got to put stone on their house
Yeah,
too.
yeah. It's another story for another day. You were right. I didn't think you were, but you were right on that.
Yeah,
You're good at estimating your jobs. I'll give you credit.
there you go.
Guys, one of the things that sticks out in my mind, so much about you guys, love you guys, sincerely, is you both have hearts for others. You look at the things every year that you guys do for Kids Night, DJ, that American flag. I love driving in and seeing the American flag from the driveway and from different angles. I have so many pictures of the American flag. It's so big, it's so huge.
I'll tell you the story about how that came about. I went to a big sprint car show they were having, and I sat in the stands, which I don't normally sit in the stands. And the Pledge of Allegiance came up, and a little boy, just a couple rows in front of me, was standing on the bleacher. He's trying to look, and he says he's tugging on his dad, asking him, "Where's the flag? Where's the flag?" And his dad had to lift him up, put him on his shoulders, and he was like, "Oh, there it is." And he pointed to it, and just popped into my head, maybe that night, or I don't know, maybe on a drive home or something. I don't know, that to do something about that. And man, what we came up with, it's perfect. I mean,
it's awesome.
It's the great size. It's not in the way. When the wind's blowing, you can see that thing from when you get off of Route 30. You can see it
I
blowing.
know. It is
love that
badass. Yeah. On a good blue sky, wind's blowing out hard. That you can see it from 30. That's pretty cool.
It's perfect. And you look at some of the other tracks, and I find myself looking at how they got their flag displayed, compared to Wayne County. So
I do as well.
I like it.
I'm like, they ain't got what we got.
Yeah.
We
Right.
probably had the biggest one in the county until the fairgrounds had to trump
Yeah,
us.
yeah. I even looked it
DJ
up to see what size that was.
Yeah, we should probably show them who the boss is, DJ.
The thing will be draping to the ground if the wind don't blow.
Yeah, that's right.
So you guys have hearts for others. Like what motivates you for that? Like what makes you be, people that just give?
Our dad's like that. He's he's gave us stuff our whole life. I can remember when we were kids, Christmas morning, getting racetracks. The little racetracks that you clip together, the little orange ones with the Hot Wheels, and then bigger ones with the electric, and then figure eight racetrack. He mounted it on a 4x8 sheet of plywood,
Put it on top of the pool table.
and the cars would hit each other and break apart. And our dad, he's taught us about racing. He's taught us about taking care of other racers, taking care of our families, taking care of each other. He took care of us, since we were little kids, all our life, and so that's pretty much our mentor, the one we grew up to be like, and he's still that way today. So,
well, I can't, don't want to speak for Jason, but I just know we appreciate it. You guys,
for sure.
You guys are such solid. So many bicycles. You just go down the line. Candy, you guys have passed out. There's so much. Had a picture of DJ signing autographs. One of the old pictures I posted. So it's like there's so many things you guys do. It's so appreciated, and from the bottoms of our hearts.
Yeah, really, it goes further than that. DJ, I know for sure, has his name on some cars in different classes. I know Ron and Jimmy are tight, but I know there was an instance where Jimmy needed a car last year, and Ron gave his car up for Jimmy could stay in the points. So it's not just what you guys do for us, but you do it for other people. And I don't know. DJ, you and I have had a bidding war before when there were some fundraisers from people that get injured and things like that. You guys are always in and looking to help each people. So I think your legacy, like if your dad has taught you that stuff, I think you guys have definitely caught on. You're definitely pro America. You guys are. I would say you're two of the most conservative people I know, which I enjoy that. Them views. I enjoy both of you on Facebook. We kind of have the same common interest, and so yeah. So let's go racing now. Let's go. We'll start with DJ. Late model career. I can think of Max Series, East Bay, different places. The Hillbilly down at Tyler County. I remember racing with you. So you have a moment in that late model career that stands out to you?
I think making the Thursday show at East Bay, making that feature down there was, just something I would never even think would happen.
For sure. That was what? Was that 04, 05?
It was, I got the roof up there, 2004.
Yeah,
I got the roof up on my... Got the roof up on my ceiling there.
I would have it in my living room if I was you. I never could make a show down there. You know what I mean? I remember you being down there, and that was a cool deal. I would cherish that myself. That's a pretty cool deal.
What I remember the most about that is the driver introduction. I'm out on the track, and I got Donnie Moran and Bob Pierce and all these big time racers. And there's me. I think I started 11th or something like that. Finished second in my heat, and met Bob Pierce, the tall, cool one out there. I thought that was pretty cool. And the introduction when my mom and dad was in the stands, and got up on my left rear tire and held my hands up. It was it was big for me, man. It was big.
Yeah, I think East Bay was the big stage. If you go to the Winter Nationals, that's a big deal. It's usually on television of some sorts, and then. That's you weren't supposed to make that show, right? Them races are set up to they don't want us in those shows, but we go down there and you did really well. So that's pretty cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's amazing. I remember that actually too. So Ron, what's your proudest moment in the in racing?
I would say down to Dirt Track World Championships down in what was that down there?
KC
Raceway. 2006. Cart's in a trailer. The one that he's driving is I had bought it brand new. It was my first brand new car ever, and it was the third time I raced it, and we finished 5th out of 105 modifieds down to the Dirt Track World Championship.
Nice.
There you go.
So that was a big moment for me, and winning my feature at Wayne County Speedway was another big moment for me.
I remember that. It was 2023.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we were just talking about this last night, maybe, or something.
Just this past week too.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Like, I remember that. Like, that's a good deal. The emotions, the genuineness. You know, you watch people win. Some people just get out and they're like, ho hum. But when you see people generally like lift the weight off their shoulders and appreciate those things, absorb that moment. I've always thought, like, man, cherish them like you're never going to get another one, because you don't know when it's going to come. So I always watch the emotion in victory lane. It's always cool to see people work hard and finally get that.
Another big thing I remember is waxing your ass at Attica one night.
Wonderful.
I wore you out.
Oh, here we go. There's DJ. Yeah, there's my buddy. There's my buddy right there. I was wondering where he was at.
I had you on the outside, right on my hip. Would never let you out of there.
We've had some good battles. I was going through some pictures. DJ's probably a year ago. But there's a bunch of pictures that I have gotten over the years of you and I are in the same frame, you know, the picture frame. So we raced to get to, listen, you probably could still, you got that modified. If Ron would give his ride up, maybe me and you go do it again.
A little match race.
Little match race. We're only going to go like 2 or 3 laps because I'm way out of shape. And I'll have to get some contacts, so I can't see shit. So
after staying out for so long, that first 20 lapper I got in that modified bike wore me out.
I bet so. It is good. So I'm sure Ryan will touch on this, but I think it's good to see both of you racing. Ron's always a character and a loyalist and fun to be around, but it's good to see that you get a chance to race. Kind of goes full circle for me. Because you guys both know in the small little circle at Wayne County and even this area, like Gentry's, Markham's, Drown, Wiles is like the name sticks around. Different players, different kids come up, kids go down, but the Miller family is also in that circle. And we can talk about 2000, 1995 even. We're still talking about the same people still racing. I think that's pretty cool.
I've raced against the grandfathers, the fathers, and the sons. So
yeah. Well, you're getting old, DJ.
I know it, man. I know it. Well, we start talking about, Dean Alexander, Blaine Avery, Jim Gentry, Jeff Drown.
Yeah.
Now I got to deal with Doug and all them. So, JR.
DJ, we were talking about those guys, and then talking about the cost of racing and how are we going to get the next generation of young guys into racing?
And I think you gotta keep on that. The mini stock class has got to be the beginning where they start, I think, and then if the super stock or street stock class wasn't so out of control, that wouldn't be a bad place to be either. But it starts with them smaller classes, I think.
I think it helps to have your brother give you a car. Keeps
you
going,
yeah.
Right? Ron's over there going,
it all started out with, hey, I want to put some laps on my backup motor. That's how this whole thing started, and then we drug the 2006 Harris chassis out of the barn and put it back together.
Yeah, he's not kidding. It was in the barn.
No, Ron told that story to me, and I don't think a lot of people would believe it. Like if they didn't know you and know the history and the stuff that you guys do, but just because it's an old car doesn't mean that it won't go. So I think it's a good story. I really do. That was leading me up to something I was gonna say. Oh, DJ, last year, and you don't have to go into this if you don't want, but you were going to be involved in a street stock program. You talked about super stocks, and you helped Leathers, I think, a little bit try to get that ride going. I thought you were going to turn some laps in that.
Well, I ended up, that was before the modified deal even came about. Once the modified deal came about, then I just wanted to concentrate on that one thing,
Yeah, because I got kind of excited because I didn't know the modified with Ron was going to come along. So I was like, oh, man, DJ's coming back in a super stock. This is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, well, that car's in here right now. Leather's car there behind me. So
Okay. We got some comments, it looks like, coming through.
Yeah, we got all kinds of comments.
Perfect.
We got Rob saying, hey, it's time to talk racing.
Yes, it is.
We got Caroline. She says, hey.
Yeah. Wonder if she's related to you.
She might be related to me. It's pretty cool. So Caroline is in Athens and at college at OU, and she's tuned in to Turn to Talk and hearing DJ and Ron, and gets to see your ugly face.
I shaved yesterday.
Michael Holden says, get the 81 driver Blaine and Matt B. Aber on the show. I was crew for them for some time. I miss it a lot.
yeah, both of them are good.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I would love to have those guys on the show.
Try to get Dean or Chet and me. Yeah, there's some people on here, but yeah, listen, bringing you guys on here, having brothers. There's Mike Hensel. It's the DJ Miller. Every DJ, you're popular. Ron as well. Ron, I'm going to ask you these questions about modified racing, and this is something that I've seen in the last couple of years and paid attention to. It is, I think you being in the pit area, parked next to Humphrey come up through with the super stock class, and Jimmy used to help me, so he's been around racing for a long time. But the camaraderie that you two have, and the relationship, and the back and forth and the fun, like, what's more important, the friendships you make in the pits, or beating Jimmy with that big Ford?
I'd have to say they're probably about both even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. I really didn't even know him. I remember hearing his name when he ran street stocks. I remember seeing his car, street stock car, but I never met the guy. Never knew who he was. And Ron Hamlin helped him out a bunch, getting his car ready and stuff. And George Lee helped him. And so he came in with the modified and parked right next to us down there and where we park. And that's when I started to get to know him. And he drives clean, and he's very respectful. And him and I just started bantering back and forth, and got to know each other. And so he was running Wayne County, and he was running Hilltop. And I know how that is when you're trying to run 2 nights a week, every week. And I saw his car on the Wayne County Speedway website. I saw it on the Hilltop website, and I was like, what the hell, this guy, everywhere he races, somebody puts his car up on the Facebook. And I said, what are you, Hollywood or what? I said, every time I look on Facebook, I see your car on there. So that's how I gave him the nickname Hollywood. And one night we were signing autographs. Somebody came up to ask me for my autograph, and I was signing. He goes, who the hell you think you are, Elvis? Signing autographs. So that's kind of how we got the nicknames. I call him Hollywood, and he calls me Elvis.
I think it's cool. I do. The car last year, he get that throwback car for you, I think with the blowout, and had the Elvis paint scheme or lettering. I thought that was cool. That was cool.
He wanted me to drive. He wanted me to try that Ford motor. He wanted me to drive his car because I let him use my car during the season there. He was third in points, and he wasn't very far behind first and second. And I was going to miss the next week anyway, going to Wyoming for vacation. So I told him, I said, man, you can't miss a night. You're right there at third place. You could very easily be the track champion if something happens to one of them top 2 guys.
Right.
And I said, you can't afford to miss a night. It was a night we had double features. So I raced the first feature, and then, it was the makeup feature, and then his car ran for that feature, and then he had a little trouble with it. So I said, dude, drive my car. You need to get as many points you can because you got a shot at the track champion. And so he did, and I think he finished 6th that night, and stayed in the hunt there. And then he said, well, I'm gonna have you drive my car with that Ford in it and see what you think of that. So that's kind of how that came about.
Well, what'd you think?
Yeah, that's a lot of motor. A lot of motor, good car. They did it up. They put the Elvis on there. Surprised me with that. I didn't even know that. They were going to do that. And it was great. I loved it.
Yeah, they're good people.
Yeah,
for sure. Loyal people.
I love going down and messing with Jimmy, and I want to interview him.
Do all the time.
Yeah, he wants to be interviewed. I know he does. He just don't lie about it.
He texted me a little bit ago. I didn't get that vibe. Just so you know, I didn't get the same vibe you guys are getting.
Rod, I messaged him. I messaged him this past week. Yeah, I've been giving him a hard time, and I wind him up pretty good. And so then I wanted to ease off a little bit, and I told him, I go, Jimmy, we'd love to have you on. No, it'll probably be hard to drag him to be on the show, but we'd love to have him on, and he was basically F you, Ryan.
Where's those things? This is what you hear from Jimmy. There's a cricket button on this thing, but so DJ, there's something that I think most people don't know about you, but you're on Facebook a lot, so they do. Is where did you get your passion for smoking meat and cooking barbecue? Because you do that a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't been the recipient of your cooking, but I see all the time you're cooking.
I don't know. I just I don't know. I like to cook.
Yeah.
I got a nice smoker out there, a little Blackstone grill out there. So I don't know. I just like to cook.
Yeah. Like,
Give it to the
I remember
grandkids. Give it to the kids.
you were in East Bay maybe 3 or 4 years ago with Drown. And
yeah.
I remember you having the old Blackstone set up or whatever
yeah.
you was cooking. Like you post a lot on Facebook, and like, I don't know, you still work out of state, sometimes out of the country a lot, and you're always got some barbecue going, man. It's like if somebody like name one thing that they wouldn't know about DJ Miller, it'd be like he's a really good barbecue cook.
I can get it done behind the grill for sure.
Yeah. Well, maybe you come over to Speedway, we'll do a barbecue night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You read some comments?
Yeah, we got a couple comments here. I just want to win 69, so I would say that's going to be Ryan Leathers. No one will truly understand how great these men are. In 2009, DJ saved my life.
Wow.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah.
Okay.
He continues to say, I'm trying to talk DJ into driving my second car this year, Jason. We can plan on it when you drive the U4.
Yeah, I got to drive. I'm driving McVicker. Yeah, well, there you go. I'll take McVicker's ride, and yeah, I'll do it. We'll raise money for charity, DJ. We'll pick a charity, and we'll raise money for it.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
I get a half a lap head start.
Shit, man, I was gonna ask for a full lap. So.
Brian Dawson says, Ron and DJ are two of the best people we know, and a big thanks to them over the years. And still, thank you very much.
I like Brian. I like Brian Dawson and his wife Rita and Billy and all those guys have been big supporters of Billy ever since he was a little guy. So,
Yep.
same with the Hensel boys. Them Hensel boys they're draining me every year.
Yeah, I mean, Brad, Doug's racing again. Old man Gary's still around,
Gary Jr.
Gary Jr. I heard he's going to try maybe race modified again or street stock.
He drove my late model one time. Gary Jr. did.
Did he?
Yeah. Brandon Morrow's raced it. Doug's raced it. So.
Yeah.
Davey Wirt one year. He was trying to stay in the points.
Yeah, that just goes back to what we were talking about. You guys are, I don't know, you're just good guys, right? You just, like, I don't know. Like, it's hard for a racer to give his car up. Your competitive juices are flowing, and for you guys to do that all the time, it's very rewarding.
Hey, Shayna says that you have the best chicken pot pies around, DJ.
I do make a mean chicken pot pie. Yes, sir.
Hey, I don't believe her. You're going to have to show me. Listen, I don't eat at home, man. I'm down.
Ain't no way you're telling me you don't eat, bro. Come on.
Look at him. Exactly,
we're
DJ.
off this show.
I love it.
Oh, man.
You know this is on video, right?
Yeah. Drug my ass around Attica. Call me back. Well, it's been nice talking to you guys. Where's this button at?
Hey, Jason, you remember when you ran into me in hot laps at Lakeville?
No.
No.
That was you're mistaken. You're mistaken. Wasn't me.
No, because I went down there and had a little conversation with you after that. So.
Yeah. DJ, you're blurry. Your mind is blurry. That wasn't me.
That's possible.
It was another 0-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was somebody else.
Some other big bald-headed dude climbing out of the back.
Oh, man. Throwing him down tonight. Let's see.
Putting the gloves on.
Yeah.
Dude, I love
Taking
it.
the gloves off.
Yeah, Ryan loves it. Keep on pouring it on because he's over here just cutting it up, man. He's having fun with this.
Hey, so earlier today, we ran through an equipment check, and Leathers was there, and we were talking about podcasting and stuff, and DJ goes, your background looks like shit. And he goes, and Leathers goes, I wasn't gonna be that hard on you, but with DJ, it's no holds barred.
Yeah, listen,
Yeah.
I'm bald and fat.
Ugly.
No, listen, man, I don't know.
He's ugly, isn't he, Deej?
Oh, listen, come on.
He's all right, I guess.
Yeah, see, there's a bromance there behind all that.
Guys, who makes all this possible for you guys? Like,
we're off the rails.
you are off the rails. Who makes this stuff possible for you?
I got a list of them here.
All right.
Prestige Stone in Mount Eaton, Paul Miller, been a great supporter of us over the years. Couldn't do it without him. Hamlin Racing Engines and Parts, Ron Hamlin down in Lakeville, he does a great job with our motors. The motor that my brother's running is from Ron Hamlin, and like we haven't had to use it for 3-4 years as a backup motor because we have never had any trouble, knock on wood, with our regular motor. Stinky Septic Services is Matt Shank from Shreve, and he drives that big white septic truck with the skunk on it and all the flowers.
Yep.
He's a good friend of ours. I've known him for quite a few years. Krause's Pizza Navarre, we picked him up last year, and he offers 10% off on your paid admission to Orville Speedway or Wayne County Speedway, and he's a great supporter for us now. Overton Valley Construction, Josh Fagan, he's out of Cinnamon Lake, and does a great job with construction projects. I met him, and he took me on for doing some stonework for him, and we get along great, and he's helping us out. My brother, DJ Directional, he does a lot of work on both our cars, welding and fabricating and just whatever they need. He's great at doing that stuff. Hamlin Excavating, Ron started an excavating business also. The Looking Glass and Loudonville Family Vision is my niece, Jennifer Miller Smith, I guess. And that's DJ's oldest daughter. She owns a Looking Glass here in Worcester and Loudonville Family Vision in Loudonville. And they're great supporters of us. So we have quite a list of people that help us out. We couldn't do it without any of them. So we appreciate all the help they give us. And now they get to be on both our cars this year. So we're trying to help them out best we can. And they help us out. So.
Well, I usually don't get through one of these without asking, so we're double down tonight. So I'll ask the same question to both of you, and you guys pick who's going to answer it. So we'll do the old magic wand at the county. You both can have one change and one wish only. What's it going to be?
Maybe bacon on the hamburgers?
Bacon on the hamburger, that'd be nice.
Oh shit! I like this.
Bacon cheeseburger, bacon
cheeseburger. Shit, man.
Oh yeah.
We go with the flow, man. I think if I could wave a magic wand, I would asphalt the pits.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
We've talked about, I talked to, oh shit, come on. Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. Evans,
at least just our
Tyler.
parking spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, just yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Hey, I
that
think
part
we
when
know.
you come in the gate
This is where I'd say, hey, Jimmy, are you listening? Elvis wants a paid parking spot.
No, not Jimmy's spot.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
he would have to do the whole section. Yeah, we had to do the whole section. But
Yeah, we want to do the whole section there. We won't. 3. All we need is 3.
There's
3
3.
asphalt
Well, all right. Hey, I do think bacon on the cheeseburgers was a great idea. I do.
You
I
never
think
go wrong with bacon.
I'm thinking like that. That sounds really good. When I leave here, I might have to go to Wendy's. I'm kind of hungry. Not that I eat or anything.
You had talked to Tyler Evans about this?
Yeah, me and Tyler
Try
talked
it
to a
out,
couple.
see how it is.
Yeah. Everybody loves bacon, but yeah, I talked to Evans about doing some paving. I was like, man, it would be nice to. Remember, Lakeville had just the parking spots. Maybe the hauler sat on the grass or the gravel, but you had the car on the asphalt. And I just left Barberton Speedway today, picking up some stuff, and they've got same kind of deal. Like there's grass and stuff, but the car would sit on the asphalt, and that's kind of nice, because when you have these spring and fall and this inclement weather, it would change some of the inconvenience. Because you guys both know, right? When it's crappy in the pits, yeah, we can still run, but nobody wants to trot around in the mud and jack up the car in the mud. Like it kind of ruins the experience a little bit, does it not?
That's right. It's not good to be trying to jack a car up in the mud, and all your
Yeah.
shoes get muddy, and then you got to climb in the car.
Yeah,
all
I mean,
that.
it would be nice. So I appreciate. I mean, you guys are easy on me. Like some people, nobody's asked to replace the promoter yet, though. So that's been pretty good.
Oh no, there's a comment today.
There is?
No, there's today.
Oh, what the
Today
hell?
on Facebook, that was.
You know, the guy, Bobby Watkins Jr. helps us out, and Don Matz and my dad, they crew for us. They help us both. And, you know, we just want it to be nice for them guys when they're working on the car and stuff. We don't want them not to be trudging through the mud and stuff. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's,
That's all about them.
yeah, it's just to help them out. Now, we can deal with the mud.
Yeah,
We're both old military guys, you know, we're used to that.
we're
But
professional.
yeah,
Yes,
we want to make it nice for our guys, you know, working on our cars.
I like that. I like that theory. Hey,
And
let's
Jimmy, I know Jimmy doesn't like to walk through the mud either. He makes his wife check the tire pressure.
Yeah.
You know,
between his
it's
wife
not
and
for
his
us.
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not
It's
thinking about that.
yeah, it's not
helping
for us.
others. It's always helping others.
Exactly,
I like the
exactly,
I
yeah.
like the theme of this. Is like so. So the dynamic duo all season long. This is full schedule for both of you.
Well, I'm gonna miss next week. I'm going to a wedding, but
Oh, you're going to Tennessee.
I mean, we're gonna be there. I mean, if you guys are running, we'll probably be there. Yeah,
There
that's
you
just
go.
how it goes. You know,
Right.
you guys talk about putting this up to run for and how much money to run for. I guarantee if you put a dead chicken up there to race for it, somebody's gonna show up there and race for it.
And it's going to be us.
So
It's going to be you guys. No, there again, the loyalty and the friendship.
if you're racing, we're racing.
Right. I like it. See, Ryan, they're loyal.
They are loyal. They're
They're good guys.
Yep.
That's a
Less than
comment
20
too.
minutes from the house. So
No shit. There it is. Convenience factor. Just when I thought they were just pouring the soul, like, oh, we were apologizing. That's like, oh, well, you're close. So yeah. Thanks, man.
Dude,
we don't want you to get too comfortable, Jason.
Yeah, my head was swelling. I had to pull the headphones.
Dude, DJ is bringing the heat.
Yeah, I know. Like,
He's little, man, but I'll tell you what. He's not afraid to talk. I've had to bail him out a couple different times. There you
nice.
go.
There you go. Catching on.
Hey, Kepling asks, how much fun do you guys have getting to race with each other? Has to be the time of your lives.
best part about it. That's the best part about it. Racing against each other.
Yeah, we're competitive. There ain't no two ways about it. I mean, you know, if he's beside me, I'm going to run him just as hard as I'm going to run anybody else, and likewise, I know he's going to run me just as hard. And if we get together and tear the cars up, then we get together and tear the cars up. I mean, we're going to go for it against each other just as much as we would anybody else. So it's not like we're like a roller derby tag team or nothing out there. We're in it to win it, and whatever we got to do to get that against each other, that's what we're going to do.
Damn, roller
We'll worry
derby
about
videos
the
on
other stuff
Facebook.
later when we get home.
Yeah, I like the attitude.
Brandon Morrow, real quick, Jason. Brandon Morrow, I'm going to hit these couple real quick. Brandon Morrow says 2 class act dudes right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brandon had some good runs in my super late there. I think he might have won a heat race down there at Muskingum in my late model. Some big
Really?
show going on. I forget what it was. I was out of town.
You were out of town a lot in the last few years.
That's all I do. I work out. When I'm working, I'm not racing. So
Yeah, that's true. Their schedule is very. Well, you own your own business. You're more of a consultant now, right?
well, I'm a driller. I'll go in and run a guy's machine for him or something like that.
Okay.
You know, it's never in Ohio. So
I know
like
you're
when
always
I'm working. I'm not racing.
Canada and Texas and all points in between.
Now, I've been a lot of places. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shelly Hamlin asks DJ, are you ready for this year?
Yes, Shelly, dear, I'm ready. I'm ready.
And
I'm
then-
ready too, Shelly.
Yeah.
There's Steph Humphreys tuned in.
Yep. Steph says if we could buy our parking spots and make sure we had that we could haul gravel for our own spot or pave it. LOL.
Steph's thinking.
Yeah, I like, Steph, I'll tell you what, every year you're going to get a new spot. So you want to pave it this year, it'd be yours all year. Next year I'm going to move you just a hair over. We'll get those pits done, boy. Don't you worry. I want to talk a little bit about your military background. First off, I want to thank both of you for your service. I think that's the A1 thing to thank you guys for. But You both were in the Marines. I'm pretty confident on that comment, right? No,
No,
you were in the Navy.
I joined the Navy even before I was out of high school. I
That's
signed
right.
up for the Navy, and then I went in October of 1981.
Okay.
And I went and I got out in '85.
What ship were you on?
I was on a ship called the USS Glover.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I went out on the Gettysburg once on a Liberty cruise. A friend of mine was out, and I got to go, and I got seasick like you would not believe.
Yeah.
And
Takes a couple
I
times to go out before you get rid of that.
I had a lot of respect for the guys when we just went out for 8 hours and came back, and I can only imagine the court. You're used to having a hotel room or your own house, but man, the tight quarters on the boats, and they work 12-hour shifts. People think that it's not hard. You're on a boat. What could you possibly do? But that's a lot of respect goes out to them guys. And then Ron and I have talked a lot about some of the stories and I'm sure Ron doesn't want to share them all, but Ron's has some good stories when he was down in North Carolina.
Yeah, it's Camp Lejeune, and I went to boot camp at Paris Island.
Yeah.
Been overseas, been to Iwakuni, Japan, mainland Japan, Okinawa, Japan. So,
Yeah.
13 years.
I think it's pretty good. I didn't go. I mean, I'm just being honest. I didn't go. I had a lot of people in my class that went. It was still people still went. I don't know how the recruiting goes to these days, but when I was in school, they came to the school and they had those days, and like a lot of my classmates went. And the Navy seemed to be the choice. And I had a couple of friends actually go 25, 30 years and retire from it. So, a lot of people don't think of military as a career, but it's definitely an option that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's good for a lot of young people to right out of high school go into the military.
Yep.
Even if it's just for the 4 years, it teaches
Right.
you self-discipline, teaches you self-control, just how to be on your own, so to speak, without your mom and dad or anybody really to back you up. So I
You gotta grow
think
up
the
fast.
military is great for young people.
Yeah, a lot of respect for you guys. It does. It makes people. You can tell the difference. I can tell the difference of, young adults who have been through a military type system and not. I mean, that's not saying one's better, but you can tell. You can definitely tell.
Yeah, I appreciate that. My son's in the Air Force. He's over in Saudi Arabia right now. He has a Wayne County Speedway shirt, a blue one. I bought,
Awesome.
I don't know, a year or two ago. He calls it his lucky shirt. Whenever I FaceTime with him, he always has it on. But he's a Chief Master Sergeant in the Air Force, E9. He's been in for 23 years now over in Saudi. And he just got extended for 2 more months over there because everything that's going on. So want to pray for him and ask for prayers for him. And if,
For sure.
if anybody's got any race shirts or Wayne County Speedway shirts and they want to donate them, he's kind of a big kid too. He's an extra large. I would take those shirts and send them over to Saudi Arabia.
I was going to say, Ron, I'll stop by your pits and drop one off here in a week, and we'll get you a new one.
Yep.
Perfect.
We'll make sure he has the latest and greatest. But thank him for his service as well. Yeah, wasn't he he was stationed in Vegas? Maybe we talked once, and he was out in Vegas, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's out of Las Vegas actually. His family's in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And he went over to Saudi back in October, October the 5th. They were ramping up, and he volunteered to go over. He knew what was coming. He knew what was going on.
Right.
So he was only supposed to be over there for 6 months, and then ended up getting extended for 2 more months. So
yeah, it's crazy times, but I'm telling you, it's I don't know. I appreciate him. I know sometimes people, and this is crazy world. We're not going to get off subject because we can go all day with a different type of show. But man, you got to respect those guys. That's for sure.
Yeah, I talked to him one time FaceTime, and he had that Wayne County Speedway shirt on. Probably about the 3rd or 4th time I FaceTime, and I was like, "What the? You need another shirt?" Well, every time I talk to you, got that Wayne County Speedway shirt on. He said, "That's my lucky shirt, Dad."
That's
So I
right.
said, "All right, cool. That's cool with me."
We'll
love
get
it.
him another one to make sure he stays in style.
Love it.
Yeah,
So, but Steve's tuned
He-
in.
he'd appreciate it.
Robert Greer says in 2004, the Winter Nationals, we were there to see it, but we didn't know the 185 team. So the flagman was there, DJ, and but he didn't know you.
I was one DJ at that time.
Yeah, I'd
Number
say it
one
wasn't 185. It was
Yeah,
one
the
DJ.
one DJ. Yep.
Was that a white car with like black? Like
No, it
all
was
white.
a black car with a red roof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was your crew chief then?
That's John Stone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was it's a mutual friend of ours.
Yep, just me and him. Pickup
Yep.
truck and a little 28-foot trailer.
Yep, I remember those. Those are good times. It's hard to believe East Bay's gone. You know, it really is. It doesn't seem that long ago, but it's been 20-some years, DJ.
Well, I'm proud to say I at least made one feature there. So it's the only time I ever went there. And the Thursday show was it was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, you're on a short list because a lot of guys that went down there and tried, and
It's
so
tough.
you're on a short list. It's very tough. That was a very unique place, and that's back when they got 100-some cars for the week. Remember?
Yeah.
It was crazy. So, you got some comments?
Yeah, a couple more. Rob says, "Would love to give the double checkers to the 185 to what they give to all parts of racing. The 185 deserves double checkers. That would be pretty cool."
He's good at that too. And
John Gardner says, Semper Fi Marine, DJ is the man. Two great guys right there. I think that's
John.
just,
John
gonna be
Gardner, he's a good guy.
yes, he is.
that's the common, common theme. Leather says, self-control. I watched DJ beat the ground with the shovel once while screaming at the top of his lungs.
That's working. That's not racing.
I love it.
Not racing.
He missed that day at work, the self-control part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's
Our
funny.
dad, when he raced back in the '60s, one night car kept laying against him, going through the turns, kept pushing him off the track, and when he came in, he grabbed a 2-pound hammer and was running through the pits after the guy, and so they started calling my dad 2-pound because he was going to beat this guy with a 2-pound hammer. So I think that's where my little brother gets some of his anger.
Testy. He's been known to have a little hot head, but
I do have anger issues for sure.
Yeah, well, we can sit around and talk about them if you'd like. A little counseling. Little counseling.
No, you
side.
just get me all worked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. You
You'd
just
have
be
to be
pissed
the
off
therapist.
even more. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
Leslie says it's Miller time.
Hey, I like that. That's Miller time. That's good. That's good. I'm kind of thirsty myself anyway.
Yeah, I get to see Donnie here in Dalton, and it's always good to see him at the racetrack, and those guys that help you out. I love those guys.
Yeah, they're Don. I met him, I don't know, probably 3, 4, 5 years ago, somewhere in there. I think I had my diamond car then when I met him. And I think I said at the banquet one night, I said, he came over and started helping us. And I asked my dad, I said, who is that guy? And Dad said, I don't know. And he said, you don't know who it is? I said, no, I don't know who it is. And that's kind of how it got started. He started coming and helping us. And next thing you know, he's on our crew, and he's a great help, very knowledgeable. And, he's there early every week, and he's there whenever we need him. Call him up, he'll come over and help. And so we appreciate all his help, and couldn't do it without him.
Good dude right there.
Yeah.
We got it.
Absolutely.
John's got another one, Deej. The best comment ever was DJ saying that he would punch Doug Trout so far out of the racetrack he'd have to pay to get back in.
Yeah, somebody asked if you'd spin out your best friend or something to win a race, or you'd spin out your mother to win a race, or whatever it was. So yeah, I told somebody I'd punch Doug Brown so far off the track he'd have to pay to get his way back in.
You guys are tight. You do a lot of crewing from him, and I know
Yeah.
you guys are tight, and that's where the food comes in. Like I see Doug and Joy comment all the time, like, you're just cooking, and then you'll be at their house. Like, so you need an address? You need an invite to my house? How does this work?
209 Pine.
On that note, we didn't always get along. I mean, I've had I would say cross words with a lot of people.
Yeah.
The Drowns, the Gentrys. I don't think I ever had any cross words with the Abers, but yeah, I've been into it with just about everybody I've raced with. So
You made
it
your
happens,
rounds.
It's a passionate sport, man.
It really is, but
Comes with the territory.
yeah, I think everybody's had those days, and but I don't know. I think time and listen, there was always the bad ones. We always think of the ones that pissed us off. I mean, I can name a few things, but like I wasn't going to go on the show. Like, you drag him ass around Attica, and then the time I guess I hit him in Lakeville. Like, you got a good memory. I'll give you credit. Like,
Well, I don't know how far back you go, Jason, but when I first started, it was Jeff Drown and Jeff Hudson, Mike
Yeah.
Rose, Jay McDougal, Mark
Yep.
Cooler.
Yeah.
Those. I can't think of them, but those are the kind of guys that I started out racing with. So.
Yeah, I listen. So McDougal's my neighbor still. He's still, I mean, obviously doesn't do any racing, but he's still doing okay. He enjoys that stuff. He likes building engines. He's a guy. Jay's always methodical. He likes to build engines, and but yeah, those are the pro stock days you talk about.
Yeah.
Like there was a time. I don't think a lot of people understand. There was a time not that long ago that they didn't really look any different than late models, but wasn't. 2-barrel carburetors was a big deal. Steel blocks. They had 9-inch Ford rear ends instead of quick change. Remember those days?
Yeah. The very first time I went out on a racetrack was in that old '72 Nova. It was at Wayne County Speedway. First laps ever going around there, and I'm tooling around the inside, and here comes Jim Gentry in his car, and just full throttle, and his head was bobbing out the window, and I thought, man, that is cool right there. And to one day work my way up to where I could race with those guys was pretty cool.
Yeah. It is. I don't think people understand how cool you get idols and mentors, and when you get up there and you can have a good battle with them, and those are good memories. You'll always have those. Blaine's always a good one. Aber, he still comes around a lot, and I think Blaine thinks he could jump in a car and still win tomorrow. I think Blaine doesn't lose it. His confidence is right all time high still. I mean, he's give me a car, I can still win. I love it. Poor Matt. Matt's gonna get kicked out of that car, and Blaine's gonna be in one of these nights.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap up these comments and then.
There you go. Wait a minute. Go ahead and I'll let you finish that comment.
Josh Morrow says, learned a lot from these guys over the years, from Little League to their dad teaching me how to use 2 feet to drive after watching me spin out 20 times at Hilltop my rookie year in a modified. Several great Hillbilly 100 trips as well. Oh, these guys are great ambassadors of the sport, and proud to know them.
What's Shelly Hamlin got there? Let's ask him about that.
Ask DJ about Eldora.
Shelly Hamlin wants us to ask you, DJ.
The $1 million race for DJ.
Yeah, I raced Eldora one time. Went down there for the $1 million race that Donnie Moran won.
Back in 2000.
The one and only time I ran Eldora.
Yeah.
So,
what kind of experience? It didn't go good?
No.
I remember going down there with Spud and Kyle Figley, and we saw Mike Miser on the way down getting gas, and Mike goes, "You think you can run?" He goes, "This is a whole nother animal."
Yeah.
And it didn't go very good.
Yeah. Ron Hamlin told me after I went out there for hot laps or something, he said, "Hey," when you get to turn 1, he says, "don't let off the gas, just drive it in there."
Just drive it in there.
I laughed and said, "Oh, you don't understand how big that place is." But hey, it was fun, but yeah, not
always
for me.
easy from the stands.
Not
Anything else? Anything else you guys want to touch on?
We appreciate all the work you guys put into Wayne County Speedway. It's a great place for us to race, obviously because it's close. But not only that, but the track is, always in decent shape. I know Jason does the best he can, even when we get a lot of rain and it gets a little rough every now and then. But I know he's doing the best he can, and we appreciate that. We appreciate. I went off turn 2 one night, and Jason was the first guy there, and see if I was all right, and got a tow truck over there and got me back out of the way or whatever, and I appreciate that. So we just want to say thank you for, doing such a great job and having us on tonight, and we enjoy racing. We enjoy racing with you guys. We enjoy racing at Wayne County Speedway.
Well, I appreciate your friendship first. First of all, we talked about your service to the country, but friendships, the memories, the stories, they are not all in my favor, as we've learned. But I still enjoy sitting around the table, eating some brisket maybe someday.
Thanks, DJ.
Yeah, and yeah. Ryan's day.
I got the message. I got it.
Yeah, Yeah. So, but hey, I always enjoy it. You guys are fun to talk to. I always enjoy the conversations, and it's always a good time, whether it's serious or a lot of times it's lighthearted and just cutting it up. It's always a good time talking to you guys.
Yeah, I agree. DJ, I reached out to Ron and DJ, and I think one of them said, I thought you'd have some other people on before us, and I said, heck no. Love you guys, and you're great supporters. You do so much for the racetrack, and just glad to know you guys and glad to have you on.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yep. So DJ, have fun at your wedding next weekend. Ron, we'll see you.
You bet.
And if DJ doesn't want to drive, but I mean, my resume doesn't look as good as his because obviously he remembers dragging my ass, like literally dragging my ass around Attica, like his words.
You ain't fitting in that seat in there.
Oh man, where's the
way.
button? Hit the button, Ryan. Hit the button.
I got the button.
Here, I got it. No, not that button. Not that one. Oh man.
I got the button.
I'm over here roasting, like smoke coming off on me.
I thought you kicked his ass for a little bit, Jason, but then I'd have to jump in.
Yeah. I don't think it'd be a little bit. I'm a little sluggish than I used to be. I'm more of a talker than I am a fighter anymore. Let's just sit down and talk about it.
There you go.
Yep. So, all right, you got anything?
Nope. Thanks, guys, for coming on. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys soon.
Right on.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
You bet.
I got roasted on that one.
You got hammered.
I did. That's fun. Listen, them guys are good guys, and dragging my ass. Like, it's just the way he said it too. He's like very. Hey, can't win them all.
Yeah. Also want to make sure we hit Matt. The driver segment is sponsored and supported by Sinks Garage Race and Rod. And we appreciate Matt for supporting our driver spotlight with those guys.
Yeah. Listen, I seen Matt yesterday. I think you did as well. I spent some time with him. The last couple weekends I've seen him, and it's always fun cutting it up with Matt. I don't know him as well. I do now. And so, yeah, if you're looking for diecast, he's got them all. I mean, he's got so many things in there. I told him that we needed some for our backdrop. So, I think the trailer's at the track, so we'll just go shopping.
Yeah, we'll go break into it.
Yeah, well, listen, we don't have to break into it. It's on my property, so it's not really called breaking and entering when it's yours, right?
Yeah, but I told him until we get this area, when we move into the other room, then
we're getting kicked out of here. We're not moving. We're getting kicked out.
No, we're not getting kicked out.
Your wife told me yesterday she's kicking us out, so don't start.
Okay, so let's get to this.
Oh, what? What are we getting
to? So what happened yesterday?
Oh,
let's run me through. I think some people obviously didn't care that you canceled, but it was kind of how some of the stuff happened.
Oh my goodness. You know what? I thought about this today, and I've gotten text messages today. And
all day long?
Not all day. We had a very productive day with good people today, and I want to thank all of them in a little bit. But like, this is just simple for me, and I don't overcomplicate things. We get to do 22 times a year. April sucks. It always does. Every track in Ohio puts it on the schedule, hoping to get one. You're probably not, but you're just hoping. And I get excited because it's been warm, cold. And so when you have an opportunity that you might get one in, like, this is how this goes for me on Saturday mornings. I do a lot of errand running on Saturday mornings. Usually I have to go to the bank. I have to go to usually a couple different places to pick up certain items that we have to get for Saturday show. But anyway, it was 9 o'clock and I was getting blowed up about, what are you doing? And so I had been to track Friday night and it was raining, but I'd checked the parking lot out. And I'm like, I think the parking lot's good. We mowed last week. We were able to mow it, and we didn't tear it up. So I'm like, it's pretty good. I never really worry about the racetrack because me and Chris Henthorne worked on it Thursday night and rolled it in tight. Like, we thought, man, we're good. We know rain's coming. We're good. So I didn't even go check the track. I'm like, parking lot's good. The pits will dry off. At 9:18, I go, yeah, we're racing, right? I do my errands. I get to the track. It's cold. The sun's not quite out yet, and so I'm like, the parking lot's pretty good. We're rolling the parking lot. The pits were wet, but I was working it on the scales. 11 o'clock comes, and I'm like, I should probably go check out the track because I got to go to town. And I'm like, I better go sheep's foot the track and see what we got. And holy shit. Like, it just wasn't going to work. Like, it was just, I mean, I took some pictures, but I'm not even going to give the satisfaction of putting the pictures on there because I don't have to
Justify it.
Because, like, I know if we would have raced, I was going to tear up a bunch of cars. And I would have been a no good son of a bitch for doing it, right? And I should have canceled. So I canceled out of the side of I don't want to be that, and I don't want to tear shit up on opening night, and it's cold. And then I'm still, who said it was good at 9 o'clock and then cancels 11 o'clock? Well, I put a Facebook post out because I just get tired of fake people. Like, man, passionate people, I'll roll with you all day long, right? I can take it. I don't do all the shit right all the time, but like the people who say they support you and think that you're doing a great job and love Wayne County Speedway turn around and get on the bandwagon to bash it over dumb shit. Like, it was just cold and wet. I can't help it. So I'll stand behind that. Don't care if you didn't like it or not. Don't care. Don't really care. Like, I did what was best. Like, I don't give a shit about the money. Nobody was going to come. It's cold. Who cares? We're still going to race. Can't destroy race cars, right? Because that's worse. I've done this before. I've made more mistakes than I have good decisions. So, it lit Facebook up, and we hung out together a little bit yesterday, and you were reading some of those, and disappointed on some of those comments for sure. But some of them you just expect it. Like, there's people who wish I would just die. They don't like me for other reasons. I didn't know she was married or your girlfriend. I'm sorry, but get over it. Build a bridge and get over it, right? I mean, people just always mad about dumb shit.
Somebody told me that if you found the cure for cancer, they would still have a reason to hate you and complain.
It's just funny because for every dumb person who comments, and I'll call you dumb because you're not educated, you're just passionate. I want to race more than you do. I have nothing to gain by raining out. Like, think about it, people. I have nothing to gain. Nothing, right? So I want to go. But if I go, Brad Malkin will tell you this. I raced a couple years ago, and I pulled every single car out of the parking lot. And he told me, he said, don't you ever do that again, because those people who came that night and they had a bad experience with car being stuck and mud all over them, they probably ain't coming back for a while. Well, the parking lot wasn't going to be the problem. It was going to be all the racers that came, and their shit was tore up. And I've been there where those guys go, Wayne County, this track sucks. They should have never raced. It's too wet. Oh, but cancel. Oh, he's a piece of shit. He should not. I get tired of him, man. But that's what the business we're in. That's the business we're in. And so I want to thank everybody who made a comment. I love it, good or bad. I love it. I love it. It gets me going. It rejuvenates me to work harder because I ain't going anywhere. So you hope I die. Whatever you guys do, tar and feather me. I don't give a shit. I look good in feathers. It doesn't matter. I'm just working harder because I know what I got, and I know it's going to be good, and they'll all be there next week when we do race, or whenever Mother Nature says we're going to race, and I forgive them all. But man, some of the nasty shit that goes on, I've been the biggest asshole in dirt racing when I raced. I never said, I'm like, holy cow, man, like, did your mother hear you talk like that? Like, that's what I want to do. Like, some of these people will stop at the racetrack, Ryan. This is the funny part. Some people will stop and they will talk to you like your best friend and then drive down the road and make a comment about you. And you're like, I just talked to that guy. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, so, hey, it's all good. That is why promotions in any entertainment business is not fun. And we use social media to promote, educate, and we could turn comments off. But that's not what we want. I want it. I love it. I want passionate people to tell me, you're an idiot. Your food sucks. Your race sucks. You make bad decisions. Yeah, well, it's for sale. Come get it.
Let me ask you this. Is there anything on how you handled yesterday that you can learn from? Mm-hmm. Like, as you look back, is there something that you can say, well...
Yeah, listen...
I mean, like, I feel like you made the right decision because you didn't tear up a bunch of cars. You didn't tear up you tore up your track a bit. But
I ruined the racetrack. Like, I worked on it this afternoon because it's going to rain, and I was just sheep's footing. And, Doug Brown was over today helping me do other stuff, and I seen him walk up and look at the track. He asked me, what's going on. I said, look, just go look. Like, the only thing I do different is just pull the plug. Quit trying so hard to squeeze one in. Quit trying to fill in the cracks, right? Just suck it up. It ain't going to be good. It ain't going to be good. Doesn't matter. the harder you try.
That's the racer in you, though. Every time I've been with bullshit. I've been with you for 15 years. I see the racer in you for a long time. Is like you've always been wanting to go, go, go. You told Tony Stewart, "Give me an hour, I'll build you I'll build you a racetrack."
It's true.
So that's the racer in you. So I've seen you think more as a promoter over the years.
That gets me hammered. Like, I know why these racetracks are selling. I do. There was one the other day that just went up for sale, and it said due to social media.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, right? I'm not going anywhere, though. Like, I really, you say, what can I do to learn from it? Like, take all the comments. Take every effing comment. And you read them. You read a lot of them to me, good or bad. You always feed me them. You don't throw softballs at me. And I like it because I want to know what people really want to do, how they really think. Because first of all, you find out who your friends are, right? And that's one aspect of it. Like, there's certain people I just don't talk to. I'll smile and say hi to them, but like, I know they really hate me. But it's like, they're race fans, so they're gonna come and we'll just coexist, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But not every decision I make is gonna be good for them. Sometimes it's bad for me, and I still do it, but they don't think it. They don't care then, right? But listen. We signed up to be a track owner. We signed up in Ohio to be a track owner. We put April races on our schedule. It's my fault. It's my fault.
Somebody messaged me. A buddy of mine was like, "Why does Jason schedule races in April, and and why don't you go later into September, October?" I feel like the answer is. You don't want some of the racers to go and race other places? Is that?
That used to be it, but like, I'll just give you an example I'll give you the answer to your question, because you can catch 1 or 2 April races when the Wayne County Fair hits and school goes back in. We know this is true, and I've argued this with some of my friends that race. High school football, JV football games, band, Ohio State Buckeyes. Those are all huge factors in what goes on in Wayne County, Ohio. They turn the temperature up and down with that, right? There's people who just go, man, I'm going. My grandson's in the band. He's whatever, right? There's too many things going on. Fall races have never been good in this area. I remember going to Challenger for Fall Fest, and it was huge, right? There's other places in the country that really do good in the fall. I feel like Wayne County is just one of those places where it's like, we're going football. Once school starts, it's done. Racing season's unofficially over. It's really, it goes Memorial Day to Labor Day. We shouldn't even start racing until Memorial Day, and we should stop in Labor Day. But the problem is, tracks are so expensive to operate that we need, there's 6 months out of the year the damn place is doing nothing, right? So you're trying to do hey, let's race, let's do this, and it doesn't snow enough to do snowmobile races consistently, so that's out. We did the Christmas lights thing last year, but we donate and do it all for free for charity. So you're hoping it's advertising so people come and so if you base it on the Christmas light thing, how I did all that for the good of the people, and then you look how I got beat up yesterday, it's like, some of these people, you know what I mean? Like, really? I'm going to remember. I'm Santa Claus. Like, man, what the hell's wrong with you people? But, listen, you were upset on some of those comments yesterday when we went out, and I'm like, the more I think about it, it's like, they're just passionate, right? They're passionate, and, listen, I slept pretty good the 2 hours I got.
Yeah. I think that just the thing that's just disappointing that I thought is it's some of the people that support, the racetrack.
Tyler Evans, hey, racing's so much cooler than promoting. Listen, Buck Smetley, Tyler Evans, Rick Gross. I talk to Wayne Phillips still, Clint Kaufman, you name them, Ryan. I talk to these guys, the Morans. I talk to them. This promoting gig is it sucks, really. But I do enjoy it. I really do. It's not the promoting of the races that I enjoy. I enjoy building things. I enjoy building and seeing people enjoy it. Especially the races. I like to see racers. I like a good race when you put because at Wayne County, the track, Moomaw will vouch for that. It's never the same. I tweak it all the time because I'm trying to make really good racing. And so that gets me going. The worst decisions are Saturdays. It's just past Saturday, right? Because I had people in my ear going, you just should cancel. You should cancel. Then I had these people going, man, we know a race. We can do it. And you know me. I'm like, I want to race. I get up for it. But But you're never going to make people just like that shit, man. It is what it is. And so I really try not to let it bother me. And obviously when people make it personal, that's where the line for me, like, you don't know me. You don't know anything about me. You can judge my business and you can talk about how I run it or don't run it to your likings, but the personal level, like I have my own personal Facebook too. So like, if you want to burn it down and have a FU contest, you don't want to stand next to me. You just won't win. Like, but I don't stoop to that level, because what are you going to gain? You'll know when I'm out. There'll be signs.
Yeah. And you're right. Like, what do you gain?
You don't.
By perpetuating.
Listen, I feel like I have one of the best racetracks in the country. I feel like the potential is huge. I feel like we have put people in place this year. I promise you that we have at least 15 more people marketing with us this year, because they see what we're doing and the good comments that we made. So we rained out. Build a damn bridge and get over it. It happens. I promise you this. It won't be the last time we rain out in 2026. I just promise you. I'll tell you what pissed me off is I seen Attica race yesterday, and they did every damn thing they could to get a race in. They schedule all the way in March, right? And they raced. They started early. They had their shit rolled in tight. And I still seen people bitch about it. Like, oh, one crew, how does it rain 15 days in a row in Ohio and it's still dusty and this and that? Like, God damn, what do you want? What do you want? They should have rained out then. They could have easily called that and said, hey, all-star show, big purse, cold weather, like, we're out. No, they go, hey, we can make this work. It's not going to be ideal, but we're going to race. This is where, I'm telling you, you'll drain the soul of everybody if you can nag and bitch about everything they do. And I didn't like that. John Bohr is a good friend of mine, and I'm like, man, this guy is like, shit, man. There was a race, and cars went, and people watched. Doesn't matter the conditions, you know? So people should just be happy. Like, we're all so grumpy. It sucks, but that's the grumpiness comes from the passion, the rain, the weather. It's 80 degrees on Thursday, and it's going to rain all weekend. I feel the same way, you know? I want to do things too, and the weather fucks it up for me, and I don't get to go on here and it sucks, and come on, people, just have some common sense and some what do you call that? Empathy, I guess, is the word.
Grace.
Yeah, but I don't know. Listen, I've been getting beat up for years, and I give it, so I take it, right? So I put myself on these things. We've been doing these things for so long. I think we're one of the first people to go on Facebook Live. It was Periscope. It was Twitch. We've been doing these for a long time. If you want to put yourself out there for the world to see you, be prepared for the world to judge you. Your beard's gray. You're fat. You're ugly. You're bald. I don't care.
Yeah,
it doesn't bother me.
Me and Hinthorn were talking about a little bit about the same thing, kind of about this show. And there's going to be somebody that's going to be like, hey, your show sucks. You guys are terrible.
Yeah.
And it's just because they don't want to see people, have fun, succeed. And then they don't like us, And so it's like we're putting ourselves out there. Yeah. So we know that it's going to be that way. One thing I was going to ask you about yesterday, you bumped up the start time for an hour, and then would you have been able to get the track ready by 8 p.m., 9 p.m.? Would we have been able to race, by 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night? Do you think you could have got the track?
Yeah, listen, at what cost? Yes. At some point, because the sun came out, it was like 4 o'clock, and it finally got real sunny, and the breeze picked up. And we were leaving. Like I spent the entire day there, and so I was leaving, and I thought, if it hadn't been cold and you weren't going to start early, because that pushes that timeline to get shit done, right? And if it was July, like, so if it's July and a thunderstorm comes, like, hey, it's July, it's going to be 80 degrees, this stuff going on, right? But we just didn't have the scenario, and I thought, we told people we're going to start early, and so this is what happens, right? I'm not going to get the track run. There was no way the track was getting running and starting at 5 o'clock.
Right.
So I'm going to run track and we're going to be 7 o'clock, and I'm going to be dragging my ass, right? And then I'm going to get beat up because I can't start on time. And so those things, like, sometimes you just gotta be smart, right? You just gotta be a smart businessman.
That's what I figured. I figured, it kind of came down to it that you realized you're not going to be able to get started on your time frame. You're going to get started at 8 p.m., 7, 8, 9 or p.m. starting your heat races.
Yeah.
And then that means you're racing until 2 a.m.
Right.
1 a.m., 2 a.m.
That's no good.
Yeah, and so you're going to piss people off for keeping them out so late. It's going to be 35 degrees.
Yeah, we made the right call, and I promise, we had racers call us and they go, "Hey man, we know it's raining. Just do me a favor and call it early if you're gonna call it, because there was other places to go." And I'm like, okay, and so that was a factor. When I got on a tractor at 11, I'm like, ooh, and if I had called Chris and some friends to come over and jump on some equipment, could we have slopped around in the mud all day and made chicken salad out of chicken shit? Maybe. I'm not saying you couldn't have, but man, I know we were going to have a bad deal. And this is what's going to happen. There was going to be sections of the racetrack that was like in the top of the turns was going to be really dry and probably dust flying. And then the straightaways and some of the bottom was going to be so soupy, wet, and rough. And I was going to be that guy that goes, how does it rain and be dusty and rough and wet? And like, it's like, well, in Ohio, you can have it snow too. You never know what you get. But listen, I thought about this all day. I'm going to talk about something good. So there's a lot of good comments in here. People, I know Todd Guyan, they bleed Wayne County, one of the best racetracks in Ohio from Racer X. There's a lot of good people. And so I don't beat myself up. What irritates me is I know a lot of things about a lot of people, and they continually go on our business page, and they want to talk things, and it's like, I don't like that. You hate me for no reason. You talk bad about me because you don't like me personally. I couldn't get away with that. I've talked to promoters. I won't name the promoter because I was getting ready to, but I've talked to other promoters, and I was like, yeah, we get beat up by all these people, but if I go on this platform and go, Billy Bob spins out every damn week, he's holding my show up, you suck, you should just go retire and go race go-karts or something, we would be crucified for that, right? We would be smoked. It would never work. So it's that double edge, and I've had to learn. I've had to really grow with that. I was really not good at it in the beginning. I'm stressed out all the time. But lately I'm like, whatever. We do this. We choose to do this. And I love the comments, though. So that's one thing.
Is there anybody... Is there going to be anybody you see at the race the next week, and you're going to go give them their pit pass money
Remember
back?
Remember that? We were telling that story last night. I've done that before.
Are you going to go give his money back and be like, hey, thanks, but no thanks?
There's people that have stopped by the track in the last 2 weeks, I'll tell you this, that had blatantly called me everything but my name. And they stop, and I'm be weeding or mowing or painting, and they go, hey, man, how's it going? When are you going to open? And I'm thinking to myself, what the...
Yeah.
But don't worry, Ryan. They made an appearance yesterday on Facebook. They won't spend $1 to go in and watch one of my races, but they know everything bad about Wayne County Speedway. So, hey,
he posted today.
Thanks for loving me.
He posted today too. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, thank you, man. Hey, Todd, I love you, buddy.
Edward Starcher says, have you guys ever considered opening up the tire rule? No offense or ignorance meant. Just genuinely consider
late models.
Yeah, I would assume late model sprints.
Yeah, sprint cars is a national deal. There's really nothing. And I'll be honest with you, Hoosier got a monopoly. American Racer, I'm friends with those guys, right? But the late model guys, the UMP thing is too big, and a lot of our guys run for the national and regional points. And
I think you kind of mentioned that a week or so ago.
Yeah, so we would never do that, but yeah. So today was a good day. Before I forget, because I'm bad with names. So we had a good time last night. As much drama that I created, I guess, yesterday. We had a good time last night. Whew, rough morning, but, man, we went up there, and, I'd bought new stuff, and so I want to make sure I do this. First off, Doug Drown, Joyride Transport, out of the blue, cold called. He had no clue and brought me 3 trucks on the spot to haul this stuff back to Wayne County Speedway today. So he took his Sunday and brought 2 drivers with him and did me a solid, right? So that's what those relationships are built on.
I saw some pictures and videos, and I think between Alan and Ashley that there might be some videos in the socials.
I'm sure there is, but that's something that's pretty solid for me. That's not only a marketing partner. Doug and I used to race. We were talking about Drown a little bit ago, but like he out of a cold call, like he's Sunday, he could do anything, right? He doesn't need to come and help me, but he did. So But I want to
That's
thank
pretty cool.
JD, Jeff Drown. We were talking about Jeff Drown. Jeff's up there. He's solid, man. We're up there tearing bleachers apart. The flagman, Rob Greer was there. Sherry was there. Myself.
So Beans,
Who?
Eric Grosjean.
Yeah. Yep. Eric was there. Eric's a lot of fun. I think he enjoys helping me do this stuff, but him and I already got this grumpiness about us. Like, oh, I'm busy next week when you go to put this shit back together.
His name's Beans.
Beans. Okay, I remember that. So I don't want to miss nobody. So here, Port Shop was there. His dad, Jeff Wright, was there helping today. It was nice to have Jeff up there. Jesse was there. He's the first guy there. He was there. The dogs, Mayhem was there as well. So, who am I forgetting? I had this all in my head, right?
Sherry.
Oh, I did say Sherry. Mike Race and his kids were up there. For sure they were there. Who else drove? Anyway, I'm probably leaving people out. I don't want to. But it was a great time. We got everything. Ryan, we went up there and knocked out the bleachers, the lights, everything that we had to get out of there. It was a team effort. Everybody did really well. And we were back to the Speedway at like 3 o'clock, unloaded. It was good.
So when you said that you bought some bleachers from Barberton, you know, in my mind, I pictured kind of like small bleachers, kind of like the bleachers you have in the infield. Like,
yeah, no.
Like maybe 4 or 5 row bleachers, right?
Yeah, it's like 10 feet long. And
dude, these were big ass bleachers.
Yeah, listen, and so it's cool. It's fun to have. It's fun to have the support coming off a day where people bitch and moan all day about stuff. The next day, having like 8 o'clock in the morning, everybody's rolling, impacts are running, shit's flying. And we didn't even talk to Doug at that point because we didn't know how long it was going to take us. But then we were like, hey, and he come right up. We loaded that shit up and listen. So there's still good people. There's lots of people that support the racetrack. People think that, you know, some of them comments yesterday that, you know, good thing there isn't an election for promoting over there. They'd have fired my ass and fucking voted me out, right?
They would have voted you out yesterday at noon.
Do you think it's my your beard or anything? What do you think they hate about me the most?
Everything.
Oh, well, that's just wonderful. I can fix a few things, folks, but I don't know if everything. Like,
hey, let's hit what Jeff says. I love Wayne County Speedway and consider it my home track, even though it's 2 hours away.
Yep.
Been going there for about 35 years and want to say thank you for all the improvements you've made since you took it over. Keep doing what you do.
He's a good dude. I know people get, oh, yeah, you got this. Kepling flooring, buddy. If you want to get some flooring, he comes over here. He's kind of in the western part of the state, but I know he's been doing some work over here. I can just tell you that these marketing partners, I got a bunch of them.
They're some of the best.
And I just ask the diehard fans that love the Speedway to at least give them a chance. You know, you'll meet some good people.
Todd brings up a point, and I was going to ask you about this, and we got sidetracked. I think you got sidetracked with a comment. Yeah. A part of the negative comments that bothered me were some of the people that it was coming from. Yeah. And that's one thing that I thought is like you have some maybe some title sponsors or people affiliated with the track, but that have a working relationship with the racetrack, and they were pretty brutal and saying some pretty mean things and calling you out. How does that make you feel?
Really, to be honest with you, like I would never go on my platform and say that any of them businesses are bad and you should never support them.
If they made a mistake?
Yeah, like in this case, there's always something that goes on that I read, and not just Facebook, but if you're a member, we're on everybody's community chats and local business sites and stuff. So you see all these negative comments on all these businesses, and some of them are associated with us. And you know, I don't let people shit talk anybody who's associated with me. I go, man, you should call this guy. I bet you that's just a bad day. I bet he'll fix it. You know, they're good people. And so, yeah, I mean, it sucks. You know, but they're allowed to have an opinion. Business relationship, though, is I'll still honor my contract and I'll still do everything I'm supposed to do, and I'll make sure that they get their dollar's worth. But when I talk to these people from now on, like, I'll have a different perspective. Like, you honestly don't like me, so you know, what are we doing? And if it's just business, that's fine too. I won't mistake that friendship, and I'll know it's just business, right? But listen, I this morning, I was working, and my mind's always going, and I'm thinking, like, do I really want to be pissed off about people who, I mean, they don't change my life. I mean, if I died tomorrow, they could give two shits about me. And so, in the same token for them, like, I'll just say this. I don't have any ill feelings towards anybody. It's just business. It's racing. It's rain. Like, I'll chalk my language here, but it's a rain out, people.
Do you think
I got beat up for saying I was racing at 9. I canceled at 11. This shit's effing crazy, man. Like,
do you
we're dwelling on this. Like,
okay, stop. Listen, I just want to ask you one last
let's
thing.
go to Larry's.
If you if this wasn't the first race of the season, if this was like in the middle of the season,
Yeah.
do you think that everybody would be this passionate right now?
Yeah, because I think later in life, in the season, people are tired, and I think everybody's just amped up and ready to go. And I think the big letdown is when you say you're going to do something, and then you don't think when I called you yesterday, you don't think I was down. You don't think like my soul, my gut, like I'm like I don't want to do this. I don't think people understand how much I want to do this, and that's what disappoints me, because people judge me and they don't know me. And so I've been doing a lot of changes in my life, and I try not to judge people anymore. I really do. I try not to. I don't want to waste my time worrying about what color shirt you wear, or if your grass is green, or if you mow stripes in your yard, or if your fence is connected. I don't give a damn, But I offer a facility that's entertainment. I offer a racetrack. I offer good quality food. I offer a reasonable price. If you want to come and have a good time, hell yes, bring yourself and all your friends. But for F's sakes, man, like, I'm sorry it rained. Like, take it to the higher power.
Yeah,
I mean, people have gotten nasty. And we talked about this, and I know you don't like to get into this, and sometimes I get a deep subject, but people are just rude. And I work, my job, what my real profession is I deal with this crap every day. And so when I do the Speedway, I feel like that's my happy place, right? I get away from dealing with people every day, and I go over the racetrack, and everybody's generally on the same page. And so it just feels like the negativity in this country is nowhere to hide from it. Like, and so I don't know what that is, if that's just, if people are stressed or what, but, oh, man, it's crazy that we're on a podcast talking about raining out. And like I said, Attica runs, they run, and they get beat up.
And people complain.
Oh, this is like last night I was watching that race, and I'm like, yeah, I know that's not what they wanted, but they raced. They did what they said they would do. And I'm reading the comments, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I read some more comments today. Attica actually got beat up pretty good today.
It's not fair though. It's not. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what should happen. We're all. I'll tell you what. I'm dead serious. Like 8 races a year. That's it. Everybody should just run 8 races a year. Cut people back. People are spoiled. People are just spoiled. Cut it back.
Well, you have both sides of the coin yesterday. You had a track, get it in. It was rubbered up, smoked some tires, rubbered up, one groove race, and people were mad.
Yep.
You had somebody rain out, and people were mad. They didn't tear up cars, and people were mad.
I'm telling you that it's an entitlement, and it's not fair. And I know it's not fair, so I'm not going to sit here and preach to you.
But we're moving on, Jason.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you right now, I love all you people. And I have no ill feelings towards anybody, and I hope to see you Saturday.
Sue Wright says, I cracked up when I saw this one. We love your cheery attitude, Jason.
Damn right. Listen, I had fun today, and
today was a good pick you up.
I was around a lot of people that were there, and we all had a good time working and achieving goals. And these are my people who stand beside me at the Speedway and work for free to help make this place better. And I'm guarantee you that I'm not always their cup of tea in the morning to deal with, but today it was like we're all on the same page. Everybody was cool. And so it was a good day, yeah.
Casey Craver says, hey, guys, can't wait to be back at the racetrack.
Yeah, me neither. I was there today. I'm leaving here to go back, and so I'll be there tomorrow. So I don't spend too much time away from it. But there are people who say that I'm never there. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take this show behind the scenes, and I'm gonna build me an apartment over there, and
we're just gonna do it from the bedroom.
It's gonna be like a studio apartment, so it could be the kitchen too.
AP says, I have so much stuff to say.
You always do, so let it out, man. This is one place you can let it out, because I mean, shit, you can say anything you want here. Ryan put the parental thing out there, so you're good.
Yeah, I put explicit, so you can say whatever. Michael Holden says he's been blowing it up today. I guess if I move back to the 81, Aber would kick ass.
Hell yes, man. I tell you what, I can't wait to see Matt come back out. He raced a little bit last year, and so I like the Abers being around. I love Blaine. Blaine is how old would Blaine be? Would he be late 70s probably?
Yeah.
And he's still got a positive attitude. I wish there was 2,000 Blaine Abers out there, because that dude is, and he's not the only one, but we're just talking Abers. Like, them guys are, they're good dudes.
Brooker says, another great show, and I still stand by the decision yesterday. You're looking out for the best of everyone. Good job.
Thank you. I mean, man, Ryan, you pick on me the most sometimes about my Stairmaster racetrack, and you know, and so I don't know. I have visions of that stuff, but like,
well, yeah, and like I said, I don't want to belabor the point because it's in the rearview mirror, and as long as you've kind of learned from it. I don't know if you've learned from it, because you're gonna do what you're gonna do, yeah, dude, like. We're on to the next one, man. Yeah. You made the best decision with the information you had at the time. If it cost some people some diesel fuel, you didn't mean that. You didn't mean for somebody to get 2 hours down the road out of a 3-hour trip. You're sorry.
Sorry for what, though? At the end of the day, like, I'm tired of always apologizing for shit. Like, it gets old. Like, God dang it. I don't care. Listen, this week, we got OVSCA coming back in the house. Randy Fink's coming back to Wayne County Speedway. It's going to be the best show in the state. You don't want to miss it. 410 Sprints, OVSCA, super late models. I'm looking forward. Some cool looking modifieds being out there. It sounds like DJ's going to a wedding, which I know where he's going. Super stock class looks solid this year. And I'll tell you what I'm really sorry for. If you really want to know what disappointed me the most yesterday, I will tell you the one thing that disappointed me is Johnny Bruce's wife had put an Easter egg hunt together for the Speedway. And I've gotten to really like Johnny and Valak and Johnny's wife. They really want to do stuff. And I was disappointed that we had to, and I'm being dead serious. I was disappointed because they put effort into that. And so that probably hurt the worst.
Yeah. And we just got a comment from Jay Bruce, our fool. Stinks the weather didn't cooperate.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week. So yeah. I think that's probably Johnny, and hopefully they had a good day today. I know
hope they did.
Trying to do it at a park. I shared it.
Yeah, like because I'm telling you, and people think that doesn't bother me, but it does, because that goes into a factor in my mind.
Yeah,
it has to. Other people are invested in the facility as well. So it's not, when I do something, it affects more than just me. And so that does make a difference. But
you said that we're gonna have you're gonna take this to a camper.
Yeah. Oh, Steph, come get your boy. Nah, listen, I'm so excited for this week. Like, I can't wait, Ryan, to see some good racing. I really am. All this bullshit behind us, like, we are stacked, racked, ready to rock and roll. My sister wasn't real happy being there Saturday, I can tell you that. She was grumbling and rumbling, trying to get back in a rhythm. But Dave was there, had the grills out, like, shit was ready to roll, man. So I tell you, there's a lot of good things happening. I think Steve is definitely tuned in, and he's been doing a killer job for us, bringing new marketing partners on board. You got to see him yesterday. He showed up. He's got a lot of enthusiasm, so I'm going to like this relationship, I think, with him. Another thing that's going on is just what you've done with social media. I know yesterday was like, I know what happened, and I'm going to just stop for 10 seconds to tell you. There was a comment made on Friday that wasn't meant to do any damage to the Speedway, but there was a comment made by somebody who works with us.
On their personal page.
On their personal page, and people took it like that was our page. And so I think it was, we're up or down, we're up or down. I think people were just assuming that we were on board with that. So it was just a mistake. And so, we'll make sure that doesn't happen. But listen, in the same token, she does a killer job for us, and Jesse's solid, man. He's over there working. So these people have no way of trying to derail anything we're doing. Like, we got damn good people working for us as of now. Everybody's solid.
Yeah, I was going to put out a poll. I thought about talking about it a little bit tonight, but we're starting to get long, to see if anybody has noticed the social media, a difference in our social media. I think we've been like 3 weeks in, 4 weeks into a pretty intensive social media campaign.
Yeah.
And I prepared you a report that I worked really hard on. I slaved over. I typed it up and put it all together for you. 5 pages long.
His nose is growing, folks.
It was 5 pages
I will
long.
tell you, folks, this is what he did. Ryan lives for ChatGPT. It is his life, and he does a good job with it, though. And so you've taken this role, and I do appreciate you. And we talked last night about this, and you
don't have to do that shit.
No, I don't.
But
But as much as you make fun of me, I want to show people that I really do appreciate you.
Hey, Lindsay says,
I appreciated you last night, and you didn't even thank me for it. You thought I did you dirty.
Speaking of which, Lindsay says, I'm hungry. What did my wife make for dinner? Oh,
Steph didn't cook nothing.
Frozen pizza night.
Yeah, it's frozen pizza. Hey, so it was cool. So last night, Lindsay's like, you text me when you get up because I want to see. So I texted her when I woke up this morning, right? And I got a shower. It's like an hour later, and she fires a text back. And I think she was just going to bed.
Oh my gosh. Andrew says, Jason, you suck for canceling.
Yeah, hell yes I do. Hell yeah. I say we just beat the hell out of him.
Yeah. What can we do with them?
No, I don't know. Listen, he ain't going anywhere. I mean, I know him personally. Yeah, it's my circus, my monkeys. Hey, where's Brad Malkett right now? This is Brad Malkett music. He's like, it's your damn circus. Do whatever the hell you want. But Brad sent me a text yesterday too, and it was positive. And so
it was.
Oh yeah, yeah. He wasn't coming. He says it's too damn cold and too wet. He's just one of those guys that he's not going to slop around the mud. He's not running his shit in the cold and so.
Okay, so I since he called, I love Brad. He posted on one of the posts.
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
What was my name yesterday?
No, it was good.
No.
I took it as good. He said dipshits. And I think he was talking about all the people bitching.
Oh, okay.
Because he followed it up with another one on another message board or somewhere else saying that it was the right call. Jason, you made the right decisions. I think he was calling everybody dipshits.
Yeah, Brad gets away with shit that nobody else can get away with, though, right? You follow him on Facebook and you'll see some shit sometimes, and I'm like, only he can say that. You have to have a status.
He calls it how he saw it.
He does. He calls it as he sees it, and you got to have respect for the guy. And so Jason, you suck. Oh, you put that up there. I'm like, I'm trying to read these comments. So, hey, are you excited for Saturday?
Yeah, I'm excited for Saturday. Dude, I was excited for this Saturday, and then it kind of
we're past that Saturday.
It kind of derailed.
Today was a nice day.
It was a nice day. Oh, I was going to ask you that. Why don't you? I know why, but like tell the fans, tell our listeners, why didn't you race today?
So Wayne County Speedway has a court order still in place that says, if you're gonna race on Tuesdays, you're racing on Tuesdays or whatever. So we're Saturdays, and you only get 5 days that aren't Saturdays to race on. So you look at our schedule.
You got a Thursday night. You got a Sunday.
Thursday. We got a couple Sundays. We do a Friday. So that's why. And listen, so Sundays aren't very good, right? I mean, Labor Day Sunday, kick ass, holiday weekend, right?
Yeah, but do you think you could have maybe
ran today?
Yeah, I mean, no, I know you could have ran today, but do you think that you could have been big today since it was opening night? No.
I mean, because I'm telling you, I left the track to come here, so I got back to the Speedway around 3. I told you, and so I was working on the track because I tore it up yesterday. When I say tore it up, it's sheep's foot, and so it's supposed to rain. Who knows when? I try to be a meteorologist, but it's fucking terrible.
It's raining the next 7 days.
So probably so, right? We should just cancel today.
We should. No,
let's not. Save myself the aggravation. No, I was working the track tonight because it's going to rain, and I wanted to put it back together from what I did yesterday. And so when I leave here, I have to go back and finish that stuff too. So I know people think that I'm sitting on my big ass eating and not doing anything, but I'll be over there. So.
Getting it rolled in.
Yeah, and I used to do videos and stuff, and that's something I want to do, but I'm not going to do that all of a sudden now and just try to prove a point because I can't have any relationships with people, and my personal life is always a wreck because I'm married to Wayne County Speedway, and so I know the sacrifices I make to make that place good for everybody, and so that's probably the shit that probably hurts me the most is when I get questioned about what I'm doing, and I've sacrificed things that people, they don't need to know, and it's none of their really business, and I don't think they care. But like, I've given up a lot of things to try to make that place go, and so that's why I get pissed. It's like, don't question my passion for my damn racetrack. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Because it's just not good. You know what happens. You've been there. You've instigated that to me before. It never ends well. And so
Don't blame me.
Yeah,
okay, we
so-
got a couple more comments.
Yeah, let's talk racing.
Some of these are good. Todd Gallion says, question for you, Jason. Can mini stocks use aluminum for their hoods?
I don't know. Check the rules out. We changed SCDRA rules. Check those rules. I don't know. I would lie to you if I told you. I don't have it in front of me, but we changed those rules over the winter to SCDRA. They're not I'm lying again. Go to WayneCountySpeedway.com, click on compact rules. They're Wayne County Speedway rules, but we're SCDR sanctioned. So there's a little twist. Sorry. We are excited for Saturday.
Yeah, Rob says he's excited.
Rob was on it today, dude. Like, he took all the Welland lights down, and he's a trooper. Like, he was one of the first guys there yesterday, helping getting shit rolling. Like,
That's going to be part of his, like, he runs the lights, so like that's something that's in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
It was good to see him yesterday.
my yacht was ready, Johnny Bruce. Yeah.
Andrew says, Jason, your Facebook Live yesterday was awesome. Talk shit, that's fine. My number's on the page. Call me.
Yeah. Listen, I've always been straight. I don't hide for nothing, man. Like, if you don't like me, call me. Stop over. I would love for these bastards that hate me to stop and just say, I fucking hate you. Great, man. Sorry. Doesn't mean you can't come here and have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't matter.
Braylon Moore. Love that Braylon's tuned in.
Braylon's in the house,
I
man.
love that Braylon's tuned
Then
in.
your mom finds out you're on
You're going to be in trouble, Braylon.
Tasha's gonna be pissed.
Tasha's going to get your...
What's a thriller show that is in June and July? So that's going to be, we're ironing those details out, but look for, like, it's like not going to be a total night of destruction. It's going to be, there's an enduro probably going to be connected with that. There's going to be some of the thrill type shows that you remember back in the day, like jumping some cars and some crazy shit that I think it's going to be good. If you ever been to Midville for their thrill show, Night of Destruction, like, it's kind of the same deal.
It's going to be the same.
Yeah, not the same. Nothing's the same. It's always better. It's always better at Wayne County.
Andrew says, you're definitely too ugly to be a meteorologist.
I know. Most of them weather girls are hot, aren't they? Like, gee, many Christmas. Yeah, I struck out last night multiple times, and I was in a place where I shouldn't have struck out.
Darren says, yes, sir, as long as 1/3 of the car is stock. I assume that's talking about Todd Tingalion.
Yeah.
10 miles.
Steph's telling me to shut up.
Todd 10 miles to the gallon. Racer X says, laughing his ass off. Donnie Bruce says, I'm kind of ready to see everyone. Definitely.
We're going to get Johnny on the show. We talked
Yeah.
yesterday that I want to get him and Valak together. I think that would be a killer show. There's so many things that I love when it's lighthearted. Like, Millers are great. They were fun.
They were fun.
I have a lot of respect for them. And DJ busting my balls. Like, it's cool. That, yeah, there's a lot of people that, we only do a show one day a week, so not everybody can go. But yeah, oh, I thought you were hitting me. So, all right. So it's go down to, what's Andrew Crawford? I can't see you. Let's see, a sponsored dog you on a post history, and I was like, wow, you always bring them up in the lives, and then dogs you crazy. Yeah, listen, we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna call him out because that's not. I mean, shit.
You already kind of talked about it today already.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that because it's bigger than him, right? The deal's bigger than that. So that's all.
And the thing is like if you saw, let's pretend you saw Ryan's Automotive
Yeah.
blow up somebody's car,
Yeah.
and we have a sponsorship. Would you get on your Facebook page on Wayne County Speedway and say Ryan's Automotive sucks because they blew up my buddy's car? No. Yeah, right.
Sherry Myers, great work by everyone. Thanks. Hey, Sherry bought lunch. I didn't eat because I really wasn't hungry, but Sherry bought lunch today for everybody, and I don't know. I wish, and there's videos, and I know we'll cut it and make a reel out of it, but damn it, I wish people could see how passionate we all are to make that place better. And I know people like, oh, it's fucking bleachers, who cares? Or, you guys talk about the same shit all the time, and you guys blah, 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 blah. And we do. Like, like Walmart don't post it. They put new wax on the floor, put new lights up, right? A business should stand on its credentials of, what's our our business model, Like we got damn good racing, we got affordable prices, we're family friendly. That's what we need to talk about and promote. But we seem like we dwell on, we're buying new bleachers, because that's the damn way the country's set up with these racetracks. If you're not building something new or adding something new, people think you suck. So you end up talking for an half hour about shit that you're doing. Because if you don't, people think, oh, that place is a shithole. It's the shithole word is used forever in racetracks. I get tired of it. So we do, but we really want to talk about how great the racing is, and how fan friendly it is, and affordable it is, and how we try to keep those prices down. Yes, we add things to make the atmosphere more enjoyable. Not always for fans. Sometimes it's racer, but I tell you this all the time. I feel like we spend a lot of time talking about new lights and this and that, and I'm like, God damn, man. Let's talk about what brings people in, and it's the hard racing and things like that. But hey, people want what they want. Our videos prove that our track prep, our improvement videos draw a lot of attention. And so just like anything else, we're going to give you more of what you like, So, and we're still holding 104 people watching this right now. So obviously I'm not ugly, because there's 104 people that are tuned in to watch it.
Dude, hey, Andrew has opened up his repertoire, not to just bust your balls. He's hitting me here, but Gage says, can we have a sprint versus late model short race with fans and the kids? And one of my very early races that I remember was a match race between Dale Blaney, or Dave Blaney, maybe. I think it was Dave Blaney, and Steve Francis with the Stars. And so it was a Stars, like the night the Stars came out.
Yeah.
So it was late model, 5,000 to win late models, 5,000 to win Stars sprints, and then they had a match race, and the sprint car had to do like 10 laps, and then the late model had to do like 8 laps.
It was 7 and 6.
Okay,
or
okay.
8 and 7. I remember that. Yeah, I would love to do it. Mike Swanger would be the one guy to know. We talked about this, and so I think there's all kinds of opportunities like that. The problem with doing those races, I will tell you this right now, I am so on board with all that shit people want to do. Time restraints. If it goes good, we got time. But the first time we do one of those like Australian Pursuits or fun races, and then something bad happens and it goes late, it's the same way, right? So yeah, I think those races are cool. I think we need to start doing more what the fans want to do, and not worry about what the 10 people in the peanut gallery want. That's my opinion. So Gage, you're right, and we're gonna do it. And I think we just need to make sure it's right. Like, I'm not sure the laps or whatever. We just look at the lap times. It's just a math equation. You were great at math. Figure it out.
Yeah, that's the reason why I was a cop, because I couldn't pass math. That's a true story.
That's a true story.
AJ Race says mod lights a few more times this year.
I love mod lights. I've said this a million times.
They kind of didn't show up.
They screwed me hard last year, and listen, circumstances wasn't all their fault. We can't look at every schedule when we add something or do something. And sometimes people schedule on top of us. So, and if you don't run something on a regular basis, people are going to go where they run every week, And so, yes, Mod Lights, Wayne County Speedway, it's always a good show. Some of those Friday night blowout races with Mod Lights is the best race of the year. So, yes, I agree with you.
Hey, Brian Cepito tagged me earlier in the week, and asked about running the Attica Fremont 305s. Mm-hmm. Is that an option?
Yeah.
Is there anywhere in the schedule you think?
Yeah, we always do. Did we not have them this year at all?
I don't think so.
I'm sure there's room for them. We were going to run the Race Saver 305s last night, and I was excited for that show because there's some people on the staff that I haven't seen in a long time and I'm friends with. And there was a lot of interest that were coming. There was a lot of people. There was a lot of cars. And so Stephanie Linder, Wayne County produces Thrilling Racing. Thank you. Listen, they put a car out there, and they put superstar drivers. People maybe not superstars today, but they turn out to be superstars. And,
awesome.
And I'm telling you, the world had 50 more Linders. Like, just think. What they're doing for sprint car racing is you don't see in dirt late model racing, right? That's a difference right there.
Well, and they don't get credit for that.
They do here.
I mean, yeah, but they quietly, do what they do. It's almost not like a racing academy, but they house these kids.
Yes.
And
I don't think people understand it, especially down here. Like, I think when you go up there to the Fremont area, they all know what's going on.
Like a foreign exchange student program,
Yeah. So they are good people. They are always complimentary. So yeah, thank you, Stephanie. She's always leading the charge for positive comments and things like that. And they've won some races at Wayne County with their drivers. So obviously they don't mind coming down. And but listen, there's used to be a stigma between Fremont and Wayne County. I think there was a stigma when we first got going. There was like this, I don't know what you call it, like
feud.
No, I don't think it's a feud. We don't feud with anybody. Everybody loves us. But our friendship with Farmer is solid right now, and I like Rich a lot, and I always have. But he's running the All-Stars, and I'm telling you, he's been promoting, and I give him credit on the show I did a couple weeks ago. He's got that All-Star roster looking pretty solid, and I'm pretty excited. And he's put his heart and soul in that son of a bitch. I promise you, Fremont Speedway and the All-Stars, and he's got a lot of other businesses. I don't know how the man juggles so much. I really don't know how he juggles it. But we're doing a Turf Wars with Fremont Speedway, and I'm looking forward to that race as well.
Well, his wife does a lot.
Yeah, Shelley should get all the credit.
Yeah, he was telling us how she runs the stuff. Andrew then starts hammering me. Ryan, you can't complain or compare because all you talk about is back in the day and you ran a mini stock. I haven't brought the mini. I have not brought the mini stock up today at all.
Not today. This is the first time in 4 weeks.
I did bring up, and it's not all mini stock. I do admit that I changed tires on a late model. Change tires is maybe a little generous. I jacked up the car. And one time, Kyle told me to get the impact. So I have experience.
Kyle Figley.
Yeah, I have some experience there.
That's experience. Oh, we should do a little challenge of who can start the lawnmower, you or your wife. I would just go with that.
Why do you got to talk about that type of stuff? Dude, I know how to swing a hammer.
Oh, we lost viewers now. We're down. People are tired of hearing this shit.
Dude, Braylon's still tuned in.
Yes, he is. I'm excited for Woo Lake Mall. Hey, that's a big show. I want to start promoting that too, and I'm glad Brandon said that. That is right around the corner. That's a Thursday night, big time World of Outlaw Lake Mall show. Yeah. Camping. So right now you can buy tickets. I'm going to hit this real quick if I can.
Yeah.
My Race Pass, Wayne County Speedway. Every race of the year is on there. Go there, buy your tickets. Buy them in advance. If it rains out, you're going to be able to get your refund. I had bought tickets for a race at Wayne County Speedway to test the machine, and it sent me an email back and refunded my money, actually. So it does work. World of Outlaws. I will tell you this, people. If you're going to camp at the World of Outlaws show at Wayne County Speedway, it is different than normal. Normally, there is no problem camping at Wayne County Speedway. For that race, it is not all my show. And so with that being said, there will be a feed camp. And there's going to be a map, hopefully this week, and there's numbered camping spots. And you will have to go on there, and you will have to be assigned a spot, and that will be your spot. Parking is a premium, camping is a premium, and so they will not be free for the World of Outlaws show. So for that race, there will be a fee. It is not 100% my show. So
there's the My Race Pass graphic up on the screen, and
it's cool, man. We have went digital, and I know we're like, oh, who cares? Everybody else is on. Well, listen, we weren't, and so we're happy to. Drivers can pill draw from their phones. Drivers can do the registration. Fans can interact. It is cool. Live timing and scoring. It's the little things sometimes, Ryan, that gets me excited.
Get you happy.
Excited, man.
Well, I think too, like when you post the results after the races.
Yeah.
So like for that, so people don't know. Like for the Twitter, Sherry takes a picture of the drivers. Thing and then text me a picture and then we're uploading it, so a lot of that stuff I think we'll be able to. Steffi Sparkle says, I thought you were only in charge of mud plugs.
That's you, not me.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just to make sure we're clear.
how does this viewer know I was in charge of mud plugs?
I don't know. Listen, there's a story and I don't think nobody wants to know.
Andrew says somebody put Ryan in a mini stock. I've had an opportunity a couple times.
Yeah.
We'd have to get 2 of the Kirky seats and cut the middle out.
Oh my God!
All right. Let's wrap this up. Gage says maybe a tire change challenge for starting position for top 6 in one of the shows.
Somewhere else, I did see somebody did something like that, and listen, there's a lot of creativity, and I like Gage and pushing that stuff and talking about it because. There is things we should be doing. We are promoters. of entertainment, and so we dwell on this bullshit negativity all the time, and that gives them people credibility in the world that, hey, we pissed him off, we told him. Well, you know what? Joke's on you. I wasn't mad at all last night. That was a pretty good time, actually. But I'm still working today, and I'm still making it better, and I'm doing it for you. So I hope you enjoy it.
All right, Jason, what's on the agenda?
Hey, this week OVSCA. Randy ain't been to the house in a long time, so things coming. Bringing the cars, 410 sprints, season opener. I'm going to talk to you a minute about that. Super late models, modifieds, mini stock, compacts, and super stocks. So gates at 3, hot laps at 5, racing at 7. It should be a good time. Check us out, social media. We're all over the place. You've been doing an excellent job. So tomorrow we'll start your weekly trend of promoting this.
Yeah, no,
interactions.
Alan was going to post up. He was busy with you, and he said he was going to post up the flyer today.
Yeah.
And then, our interactions and engagements. Anytime you see a poll, this past week, we asked who was the greatest driver of all time to race at Wayne County Speedway. They got a ton of comments. We love that. I don't think there was a single person that said Jason Flory. I'm sorry. It
2006, I won championship.
Yeah, but it's you're in the likes of like Jack Hodenshield and
okay.
like the greats,
Yeah.
the greats.
All right, I know. But listen,
You were good.
I because of my affiliation with the Speedway, I didn't vote for myself.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So hey, who you picking? Sprint cars.
Sprint cars.
Sprint cars this week. Things in the house. OVSCA. I already know who I'm taking.
I'm taking Henry Malkett.
That was going to be my pick too. So we'll share it. I think Henry.
You can't share.
Yeah, I am. I think Henry's. I'll tell you what. I'm telling you, Mumal's solid with OVSCA.
Yeah, Mumal's all right.
Mumal's solid.
Hey, Jason Thiel. Hey, we got multiple mini stock drivers in the house and tuned in, because Jason Thiel was a very good mini stock driver back in the Ford Escort days.
Was he?
Yeah, he says, you guys crack me up. Keep it up.
Yeah, we're a train wreck. But Jacob Stoll, yes, there'll be at least one enduro race this year. Check out the schedule. That stuff will be coming out soon.
Andrew asks, he's putting you on the spot here, Jason. What happened with Wayne County Speedway and Aaron Fry?
Nothing. Just Aaron's got to do it. Aaron's doing Aaron. Jason's doing Jason, and nothing happened. I'm sure there'll be a day where Fast is back, and I hope people don't try to make something out of nothing. Aaron's got a full schedule doing what he's doing, and we just couldn't match up on some dates.
You guys talked about coming for this season.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. It's
Right.
just, there was dates that just didn't work for me and didn't work for him, and there's no problem. Things just coming back. We got all-star races, and just with Aaron's deal, doing some other stuff. We were doing thrill shows and monster trucks and taking nights off with other stuff going on. And so
At other racetracks?
Yeah. I mean, it's, we're doing that cooperation thing this year that, damn me again.
Yeah. For working with other racetracks?
Yeah. Mumal has his number with the OVSC. He really does. I'd like to see the stats on that, but yeah. Look at Pork Chops tuned in. Mumal.
Look at you squint at the. When are you gonna get your contacts?
Anyway, you excited for Saturdays?
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get to the track and just see some people and talk. I can't wait to see Paul McVicker.
The captain. He tuned in.
Wait a minute. We gotta look it up.
Yes. There he is.
There it is.
Got my wrap on, but I'm going to have to use your guardrail to smooth out the wrinkles. Well, I'm sorry. I thought you guys were getting me a bigger screen. Yeah, so the captain, man. So I told you we should have called him yesterday.
We're going to call him on the phone during the show. Let's call him right now.
No, next week.
All right.
Next week, because he did tune in, but he's a guy we could bring on the show. Like, we could go all day with him, but he wouldn't like it.
Dude, he gave you all kinds of shit at the banquet, so about being your dad.
Yeah, so Paul went to school with my mom.
Yeah.
And so I've known Paul my whole life, and That dude used to roll with me, my late model, up and down the road, and he's solid. And so I get to drive his car 3 times this year, so I'm looking forward to that. I don't know my schedule. I know everybody's wanting to know when I'm going to be racing again, but I'll put out a schedule and probably get some shirts made and shit, so we'll be rolling.
Are we gonna do Turn 2 Talk merch?
Yeah,
I have
I
had some
think we
people.
should.
I've had some people ask me.
Yeah, we should. I mean, I think it'd be good. Like, I
right.
can't get you to wear a Wayne County Speedway shirt, but I'm sure we can do the Turn 2 Talk shirts. No worries, man.
Hey, make sure we want to thank Matt at Sink's Garage Race and Rod for sponsoring our driver's spotlight with Ron and DJ Miller tonight.
Hey, wait, what was I going to... I had a segment yesterday. I named it. What did I name it yesterday?
Something about J&K Race Promotions.
Yeah, it was. We had a sponsor on it. I can't... I'm screwing it
Yeah,
up.
I was going to ask you, hey, can Turn 2 Talk sponsor like the heat races and we just trade it?
Yeah, I mean,
Like
if
the
there's
heat-
any open, we'll have to talk to the marketing manager and see if there's any openings.
Yeah,
'Cause we're pretty solid this year.
Well, like let's always pump it. Always be pumping Turn 2 Talk.
I did yesterday when I was on my little rant. I said, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Like, so I brought in the heat today. And
You didn't
really, I was
bring-
disappointed because nobody really threw anything at me. It's
No.
funny, as the day calms down, nobody threw anything. I was kind of like, I was expecting it.
I ran screenshotted all of the comments and then ran it through AI.
Yeah.
And it was about 50-50.
Oh, come on.
As it was good and bad. So I'm
Are
not
you
so
serious?
yeah.
That's disturbing. I would say that's disturbing.
But just the 50-50, the negative ones just were really bad. I'm calling you.
No, it's disturbing when it's 50-50 though, because like at the end of the day, Ryan, I'm thinking it's a small percentage, but it sounds like I got an election. I'd be a close election.
Yeah.
May come down to 1 or 2. So. Oh yeah, hello. Time to talk race.
These are old.
Oh, okay. So all right, I can't see, so cut me out.
All right. So thanks everybody for tuning in. You can find us on this show. It's went off the rails like an hour ago. And you can find us on Wayne County Speedway's Facebook page. Thanks for tuning in there. Also, like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel has been blowing up. We really want and love the action and engagements there. And then anywhere you download podcasts, it takes me about an hour after the show to download, rip the audio out, and then upload the audio. And then it takes it probably about 10, 15 minutes after that. So anywhere you download the podcast, it'll be available in about an hour on your drive to work tomorrow. Somebody told us that they're driving to Indiana. It was actually Matt, and he said he's driving to Indiana tomorrow, and he's not able to tune in tonight, and he's just gonna pull it up on his podcast and listen in the car. So anywhere you find your podcast, Spotify's been our big one, and Apple Podcasts. Those are our 2 best. So you can download us on those, and then we'll see you next week. We'll see you in Turn 2. So dumb.
I love it. Yes, crickets. There it is. Hey, we kept the good viewers. Thanks, guys. It was fun. I'll see everybody Saturday at Wayne County Speedway.
Hey now.